Everyone knows at least one person who suffers from a severe illness, such as Parkinson's disease, stroke, diabetes, or cancer. A number of severe diseases are still poorly understood, and often there is no efficient therapy. Today, I want to talk about something that will shape the future of medicine: stem cells. My name is Esther Wolfs, and I've always been fascinated by stem cells. So since the very start of my career as a researcher, I started doing stem cell research because I wanted to know what we could do with these cells and how we could use them to cure diseases. And in my research group, we are also studying how we can use stem cells to find a new therapy for different diseases such as cancer and nerve disease. Now, what exactly are stem cells? Our body consists of several organs, such as the brain, the liver, the heart. And each organ has specific tissues. These tissues are made of specific cells, and all of these cells have their own unique function. So stem cells are cells that do not have their specific function yet, and they can still become different types of cells, such as bone cells, fat cells, or cartilage cells. Stem cells do not only exist during embryonic development. They are also present after birth and even in the adult body. In fact, stem cells can be seen as the raw material of the body. They serve as a repair mechanism of the body. And they are present in all tissues of the body, in the liver, in fat tissue, in the heart, and even in the center of the tooth. So imagine there is damage to a given tissue due to disease or injury or natural turnover, and let's say the liver. In response to this damage, the stem cells that are present in the liver, they start to divide, and they turn into specialized liver cells, and there they will replace the damaged cells. So now I'd like you to think of your favorite football player. So now I'd like you to think of your favorite football team. Imagine that your team is playing a great game, but somewhere during this game, one of the players gets injured, and he has to be taken off the field by the medical team. Well, luckily, there are a number of substitute players waiting at the side of the field. And one of these substitutes starts warming up, and he will eventually enter the field to take the place of this injured player. So in this way, the game can be resumed, and hopefully your football team wins the game. So next to regenerating lost or damaged tissue, stem cells can be used as an alternative new therapeutic approach in other diseases such as cancer. This is possible because some stem cell types, they are known to actively migrate towards tumors and also sites of injury. So in our research, we isolate stem cells from the inner part of the tooth, the dental pulp. And previous research has shown that these cells are also able to travel towards tumors. So we can use them to deliver a new anti-cancer therapy specifically to the tumor cells. So this approach enables us to target the tumor cells and spare as much healthy tissue. And this will significantly reduce the side effects that are currently being experienced by cancer patients receiving systemic chemotherapy. To conclude, stem cells are very interesting and powerful cells that can be used as a therapy to replace damaged cells in the body due to disease or injury. So think back to your favorite football team where the substitute player can replace different players at the field. They can also be used as vehicles to treat diseases such as cancer. Think back to James Bond, who receives extra cool gear from Q. And finally, they can be used to study diseases in so-called patient-in-a-dish models. Therefore, stem cell researchers are putting a lot of effort in this exciting field of research, and we should keep on doing so in the future. In this way, stem cells will play a very important role in the development of new therapies for several diseases, and they will become even more important in future medicine. So, in the beginning of my talk, I mentioned that everybody knows a person with a severe disease. I am convinced that stem cells will contribute to the development of new therapies for these diseases and will contribute to saving lives. Thank you for listening.